And here with the resumption of the race is Rick Knowles.
All right, 2 laps down, 13 laps remain as we get ready for the restart. The Collins 02, the Seymour 357 make up your front row. Back to the green flag. Seymour gets the run on the outside. He's going to take the lead up the backstretch. Looks to bring Josh Leclerc with him in the 7. Leclerc moves into the number 2 spot. Collins to 3rd. 3 wide action into turn 3. Chris Clark moving up in the middle. Look out, we've got contact. Brousseau goes around in the 26, as does the Seymour car. Chris Lever's 4 is spun. And caution flag back out on lap. We're ready to go. Take 2 at a lap 3 restart as we finish what we started last Saturday night. Collins, Seymour, back to the green. It's the inside line this time that gets the good jump as Collins will lead him off turn 2. But here comes the charge of the brigade on the outside row. Seymour's 357 sticks his nose in front. Speedy's moving up on the outside, and Josh Leclerc is right there in the middle. Three, 4 wide action down the front stretches. Jimmy Collins in the 0-2 and Kurt Seymour Jr. in the 357 run side by side. The field scrambling behind him to trying to find a way by. Justin Donner has moved the 1 car up on the inside, and he challenges Josh Leclerc for the 2 spot. Chris Clark runs side by side with Speedy for 7 and 03. That's Jamie LaFountain in the 20, Rick Donner in the 95, the Brown Turd in the 08. Kurt Seymour Sr. back to the number 10 spot in the 35 car. But those top 9 cars run together as a pack as they come off turn 4. Smoke billowing to the back end of Woodruff 07 at the back of the pack. He's going to have to take it back to the garage area under the black flag. Collins now being passed on the inside by Justin Donner. But Jimmy trying to come right back. Jamie LaFountain has snuck his way through in the 20. He's now 4th. Sideways is Justin Donner. He does a nice job hanging on to it as he got caught up in that speedy drive. Seymour's 357 is roughed up to the infield. Collins leads the way, but his new dance partner is Jamie LaFountain in the 20. Rick Donner up to 3rd in the 95. He put a hammer lock in the points championship if he finishes right there this evening. Donner now looks to the inside of Collins. Not enough room. Collins shuts the door in the 95, backs off. Challenge on the outside from LaFountain. He sees that 95 car. He knows he's got to go right now. He cannot wait. LaFountain on the outside. He is your new leader. Collins is back to the number 2 spot. Not for long. Here comes the captain. Rick Donner, captain. Thunder into the number 2 spot to try to challenge LaFountain. Donner looks to the outside as they head up the backstretch, and he moves right alongside the 20 car. LaFountain battles back on the inside, but Donner with a nose in front of the outside. LaFountain coming right back at him on the inside with 5 to go. Still maybe just a bit slick in the bottom of the racetrack as a couple of cars squiggle coming into turns 1 and 2. LaFountain, Donner run together. They've got 3 car lengths on Collins, who's sticking right with that top pair in the battle for the lead. Rick Donner on the outside has the lead. Jamie LaFountain battles back, but he'll right now settle into that number 2 spot and try to hold off Collins in the 0-2. 2 laps to go. Next time by for Rick Donner. Can't afford to make a mistake because that 20 car is right there. Justin Donner has moved back up. He's right alongside Collins. And now Justin will take 3rd. 2 to go. Boughton trying to come back on the inside. He's right there, just a car length behind. White flag is out. If Donor makes a mistake, Boughton will be there to capitalize. But Rick Donor has not made many mistakes this year. Looking for his 8th victory of the season. Off turn 4, checkered flag will be in the air, and for the 8th time, Rick Donor, your winner in the mini modified. Jamie Fountain second, Justin Donor third, Jimmy Collins fourth. 5th spot goes to 77 of Chris Clark. We're going to move along victory lane ceremonies as quickly as possible this evening, as the wind and temperatures are expected to get a little bit cooler as the evening progresses. I want to get everybody out of here as early as possible. So here he is, returning the checkered flag to victory lane. The driver of the Watson Glass.
About to finish unbuckling. Here he is, climbing out. Give him a nice round of applause, everybody. That's win number 8 for Rick in the number 95 car. And as Rick mentioned upstairs, well on his way to a track championship. Congratulations, you worked the inside line again.
The track got really slippery. I don't know who's laying stuff down, but he had to work the lane on the outside. On 3 and 4 is better. And 1 and 2, there's a little bit of oil, but someone leaks something else, it's a little slippery, a little higher, so you got to run the lower line. Or you go really high, one or the other, so.
Well, it looked like you used the inside to get to the front, and then once there, you were able to put it wherever you wanted it to go.
Yeah, I was just dodging the slicky spots out there in the track. They're all over the place.
Well, you're on your way. You've got 1 win tonight. You'll be out again later on to qualify, and then have another shot at perhaps win number 9.
Oh, I'm going to win number 9.
All right, congratulations, Rick Donor. That's his 8th of the season. Warren's in the 13. He's from West Shazy. Don Franklin's in the 69. Dave Raptoy in the 21. Lonnie Rivers in the 7th. 2 is Metal Man. And the H2O for Robert Gordon. That's the field. Green flag. 11 cars taking the green flag in the first. Oh, look out. There goes the 51 flying off the top of 2. Onto the roof for the 10 of Josh Allen. And that's going to bring out a red flag. Raptoy, he's from Swanton, Vermont. Katyville's Lonnie Rivers with the Fryhofer sponsorship on the hood in the number 7. Will start 7th, then it's Middleman and Robert Gordon. Green flag. 11 cars become 9 as they race off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Chad Provost in the lead. Joe Warren going to him on the outside. Here comes Keith O'Neill on the inside. O'Neill grabbing 3rd away from Dave Drake in the 3. Don Franklin looking to move on the inside as well. Dave Raptoy going to get the 21 down in front of Lonnie Rivers. Could not do that. And now the 69 of Franklin trying to get past the 3 of Drake on the inside as they're 3 wide down the backstretch, racing for the 5th spot. Rivers the 7, Raptoy the 21. Rivers pushes up the racetrack, taking the 21 with him right into the 3. And here they come. And Provost in the lead. Joe Warren a car length off of his back bumper with the 13. Then it's a car length back to the 0, running in 3rd. 4th is the 69 of Don Franklin. Lonnie Rivers running in the 5th spot. Robert Gordon with the H2O. Dave Raptoy with the 21, racing side by side. Chad Provost with a couple of wins this season with that number 6 car, pulling away from Joe Warren. Joe Warren has his hands full. He's got the 0 of Keith O'Neill working right off the back bumper. Halfway this time by qualifier number 1 for the Renegade. This season in the Renegade division, there have been 8 different winners. And only 2 drivers have won 3 times this year. One of them is Lonnie Rivers with that number 7. The other is Cody Benoit. Qualifier. Benoit won for the 3rd time this year last Saturday night. Provost's lead is substantial. Keith O'Neill taking the 2nd spot away from the 13 of Joe Warren as he moves through the inside. He'll go to the 2nd spot, finishing the pass in turn number 4. 2 laps to go for Chad Provost. Provost leads. O'Neill runs second. Ford runs third. Fourth is John Franklin. Fifth is Lonnie Rivers. About 10 feet off of his back bumper is the H2O of Robert Gordon. And then it's Dave Raptoy in the 21. Rivers with a peek to the inside of the 69 of Don Franklin as the white flag is out. 1 lap to go for the 69. Battle on the racetrack is for fourth. Lonnie Rivers and Don Franklin. Robert Gordon also in the mix with the H2O car. As the leader, Chad Provost, races off of turn number 4, and he's going to take the checkered flag. Chad Provost, fifth, Keith O'Neill, second, third, Lawrence, fourth, Don Franklin, sixth, Robert Gordon. Seventh goes to the 21 of Dave Raptoy, eighth to Dave Drake in the 3, and ninth. As the second qualifier for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegades is about to take the green flag with the 5 of Mark Caron, the 61 of Dan Dubuque. Setting the pace in row number 1, here they come off of turn 4, down the front. Caron's on the inside, Dubuque's on the outside. He's going right to the rim with that number 61, trying to take advantage of the banking down the backstretch. And the 5 of Mark Caron holding him off to this point. Dan Dubuque trying to hang with him on the outside. Also there's the 43 for Josh Terry. The 11 of Lance Raptoy has the 4th spot. Right on his back bumper is the 1 of Cody Benoit. Benoit's car hooked to the bottom of the racetrack. The pace is Neil Hansen with a 16. He is limping back along the wall at turn number 1, headed towards the garage. Here comes Mark Caron showing the way. Mark Caron, the 5-car leads. The 61 of Dan Dubuque runs second. There goes Benoit, 3 wide off turn number 2, down the inside of Lance Raptoy. Drifted up just a touch off the second turn, and now Benoit's trying to open that hole down the backstretch into turn number 3. Cody Benoit working his way through on the inside. Now peeking inside is Benoit into turn number 1. Dan Dubuque works the middle line, and his door on the outside is the 11 of Lance Raptoy. As Raptoy's going to go on the top of the racetrack, he'll try to take third away from Dubuque. Dubuque hanging on to third on the inside for now. Raptoy will take it up near the wall. Mark Caron showing the way, but Cody Benoit's sizing him up, and he's looking inside off too. Benoit's car handling well, sticking for him down on the inside of the racetrack. Has the opening, about to take the lead away from Mark Caron. Here comes Cody Benoit. Mark Caron with a 5-car back to the 2nd spot. And the lead quickly opens up. There goes Dan Dubuque around with a 61. Dubuque over in turn number 2. Gets the car point in the right direction. Will stay under green. 2 laps to go for Cody Benoit with a 1. Mark Caron second. Fourth right now is Josh Terry. And that's the 25 of Kevin Boutin. Boutin is the 2nd place point man. Top position. As he tries to get the 4th spot away from Josh Terry. Fight on for second as well. Cody Benoit's going to win this one. White flag is out. Works around the outside of Mark Caron to grab second. Caron back to third. And Boutin is able to finish the pass on Josh Terry. He goes up to 4th. Well, sticking to the inside of the track. That was a recipe that worked for car number 1. And Cody Benoit as he wins the second qualifier. Second after that, Mark Caron. Josh Terry 5th. Rob Fapp.
Qualifier number 1 ready to go. Jeanette and Sign pace the field off turn 4. Green. Flag is out. Cody Myers looking to split them as they head into turn number 1. Brissett on the inside. Going to challenge that 31 car of Jeanette. So's the 75 of Myers. 3 wide action in 3 different spots going into turn 3. Gadway trying to split the middle. That doesn't work. He's got to back off. Lap 1 leader, the superstar. Brissett is second. Josh Laporte runs third. And it's the 31, the 57, the 63, the 22, and the 88. All 5 of those cars battling for that number 4 spot. Joyle has gone from worst to 4th in just a lap. Myers is your leader, but the challenge starts to heat up for that number 2 spot. Josh Laporte looks to the inside, even deeper inside. Here comes Joyle. Joyle's going to take second. Laporte's going to take third as they're halfway. Bill Joyle with 3 laps to try and run down the superstar. Can he do it? It'll be 2 to go next time by. That gap is closed to just a couple of car lengths. 2 to go. It's still the superstar up front, but here comes Bill Joyle looking at the inside, zooming by. Myers tries to battle back, but Joyle says, not tonight. White flag is out. Joyle's the leader. Myers will look to the inside as they go into turn 1. Perhaps a bump, just a little one. But Joyle does a nice job hanging on. Myers coming on the outside. We got a car spun in turn number 4. It's going to be yellow. Joyle wins it. Myers second. Third spot to Josh Laporte, John Michael Brissett, and Josh Duravan to round out your top 5. And we come back to the Travis McLennan 60. The 21 of Scott Richner, shotgun on the field, goes to the 70 of Jason McClatchy. At your field, off turn 2. 3 is out. Only 4. Pelkey grabs the lead off turn 2 up the back stretch. Bordeaux and Joyle battle for the number 2 spot. Mr. Cheez-It's moving up on the inside. He's trying to get away by that 24 car of Wade Whitney. But your leader of lap number 1 will be the 88D, Ed Pelkey. Battle for the number 2 spot. Joyle pulls 3 car lengths ahead of April Bordeaux. And it's Desautels in the 36, Scott Richner in the 21 in 5th. Whitney is back to 6th. Coro runs 7th. Jason McClatchy is 8th. And McLennan in the 16th. Got the best view. Bill Joyle Sr. tried to close the gap on that Pelkey 88D, but lost some ground coming off turn 2 that time. Seems to pick it up just a bit as they head into turn 3 and 4. Bombers are halfway. Scott Richner has moved into 4th. Scott Richner has moved into 3rd as he heads into turn 3. Puts April Bordeaux's 23 car back to the 4th spot. We'll see if he's got anything to run down the top 2. 2 to go. Desautels looks to the inside of the 23 car as they head up the backstretch. And last week's winner, Mr. Cheez-It, will look to move into the 4th spot, but Bordeaux sticks her nose back out in front for 4th as they come off the 4th turn. The white flag. 1 to go. Ed Pelkey in the 88D played Catch Me If You Can, and nobody could. He's just continued to expand on his lead into turn 4 the final time. Ed Pelkey is your winner. 2nd spot, Bill Joyle Sr. Scott Richner finishes 3rd. 4th spot to April Bordeaux. 5th spot at the line will go to Brian Coro coming out of nowhere to get by the 24 of Whitney in the 30s.
Row 4 on the inside. There is the 1 Quebec for Pierre Berthiaume, and shotgun on the field. Gamache truck center number 90. Defending track champion Martel. 8 cars take the green flag, racing off into turns 1 and 2. There goes spinning on the top of the racetrack. Greg Reel, Hank Frank with the money inside. They run wheel to wheel around the racetrack. Looks like they're coming to take the green flag again. Side by side, wheel to wheel, right to wheel. Greg Reel had the lead at the stripe by a half car length. Mike Finney looks to get down to the inside. No room there. Looks back on the outside. George Foley runs in 3rd. Right behind him, it's Brian Trimp. 3 wide, working the rim. Here comes Marty Watt, the 90 on the outside. Greg Rio leads. 2nd, here comes George. Oh, look out. Pat McGrail with a 10. He bounced up to the middle of the track. Pierre Berthiaume, who finished 2nd last week with the 1 car all the way at the back of the pack in this first qualifier. Out front, it's still the CO2 for Greg Rio. 2nd position. 3rd, here here comes the Gamache Truck Center number 90, Martinois works the top of the racetrack. He goes to third. Foley wants to go on the outside. Foley looks outside. Craig Riel trying to take the top spot away. They're wheel-to-wheel off the fourth turn. It's still Craig Riel's lead. Craig Riel's going the way, but George Foley is going after him on the outside, and right behind him it is Martinois. Down the backstretch to 3. Foley puts the nose out in front. Riel comes back after him on the inside. They're wheel-to-wheel off the fourth turn, down the straightaway. George Foley doesn't lead the line. Halfway in qualifier number 1. Craig Riel runs second. Martinois flies past on the outside. He'll go to that second spot. Riel goes back to third. 3 car lengths the disadvantage for Martinois as he tries to chase down George Foley with the number 34. Foley leads. Martinois runs second. Craig Riel is third. Vince Quenneville runs in the fourth spot. Pat McGrail running in the 5th position. Out front, George Foley hanging on to the lead, a lead that is 5 to 7 car lengths over Martinois. Craig Riel running in that third spot, feeling the heat as Vince Quenneville looks to the outside with a 78. Quenneville sizing up along the backstretch, going into turns 3 and 4. He'll work the top of the track. Here comes Vince Quenneville with a 78. Quenneville has the line. Craig Riel back to the 4th spot. Pat McGrail in the 10 running in the 5th position. Pierre Berthiaume in car number 1 moves around the 26P of Mike Finney. He goes to 6th. White flag out for George Foley. A season of mechanical ups and downs for the 34, mostly downs. He's going to win this first qualifier. Martinois one last burst into 3 and 4. Not going to be enough. George Foley wins. Second to Martinois. Third will be Vince Quenneville. 4th, Pat McGrail. 5th, Craig Riel. 6th, Pierre Berthiaume. 7th to Mike Finney. And 8th, it will be Brian Tridge. Ready to run in qualifier number 2 for the Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds. Here they come off of turn number 4 along the front stretch. Green flag. Chris K.A. leads the field in a 1 and 2. K.A. had problems in the first practice. Ended up off the top of turn number 3. He's showing the way now. The lead is 5 car lengths over Andy Haywood in the 80. Haywood's machine was absent last week. They've been fighting motor issues for that 80 car. The second spot. Third right now, Mike Wells with a 76, but here comes Todd Ormsby with a 26. Ormsby looking to pick up right where he left off last week. He's up to third. Wells back to the 4th spot. Then it's Richard Tisser running at 5th. All right on his back bumper. Todd Stone also looking to move out of the back of the pack. Andy Haywood looks to the inside for the lead, and here comes Haywood. Haywood flies to the inside of Chris K.A. He'll take the lead away. K.A. goes back to the 2nd spot. Running in 3rd is Todd Ormsby, and he is closing in on 2nd place runner Chris K.A. Todd Stone's gone to the 5th spot. Stone looking inside off turn number 2. He's about a car length off the back bumper of Tisser in the 49. Stone is 5th. 6th is Don Scarborough with the 11. Then it is the 76 of Mike Wells and Jim McCall. Andy Haywood is flying. It's been a while since we've seen the 80. At the start of the season, this was the type of performance that we saw from Andy Haywood and his team. Very fast. But they ran into some problems in the midway point, and he's killing them right now. They've got that moving again. His lead is almost a full backstretch, certainly half the backstretch over Chris K.A. 3rd, still Todd Ormsby. 4th, Richard Tisser. 5th is Todd Stone with the 1. Stone's not going to stay in line. He looks inside. Taking it right down to the inside of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2. Couldn't really hook for him, though, down the inside. Richard Tisser working a middle to high line off the 2nd turn. Hanging on to the spot. Trying to take the 4th position away from Richard Tisser, but he cannot quite get there. Andy Haywood continues to build the lead out front. 2 laps to go for Haywood. He's up in turn number 2. Start-finish line. Todd Ormsby appears to be complacent to run in that 3rd spot. Richard Tisser running 4th, but he's feeling a lot of heat from Todd Stone for that position. White flag out for Andy Haywood. Chris Cady comfortable in the 2nd spot. Ormsby pretty solid in 3rd, but that battle for 4th continues. Gladstone has looked to that inside line and tried to get around Richard Messer. Has not been able to do it. Andy Haywood wins qualifier number 2. Chris K second. Todd Orton third. Fourth to third. Fifth. Stone. Sixth. The Brandon Bandit done. Scarborough 1. I make that the 4 for Leon Gagnon, 24 for Patrick Dupree, the X1 for Gardner Stone, and shotgun of the field. And the 27th. Back with the AK Auto Machine. Green flag out on the third qualifier. All right, it's Andy Kane, we're told, in the 27. Out front, Greg Atkins in the 1. Next running in the second spot. Third, the 0-2 for Mike Riel. Running in fourth, the pistol Patrick Dupree. Dupree will be the 2010 Airborne Speedway Track Champion. He has a 100-point lead, insurmountable lead. He will dethrone Martin Roy and win the track championship for the second time in his career. He's also the track champion, was the track champion back in 2008. Right now running in the 4th spot. Out front, it's Greg Atkins. The Atkins Trucking Northline Utilities 1. Second, the racing maker from Saint-Nazaire, Quebec, Max Vienne. He's got that second spot. Third, Mike Rio, driving the Plattsburgh Radiator Fastenal spot. Right on through that bumper is the Saranac Country Store number 24 for Patrick Dupree out of Saranac Lake. Fifth spot is Michel Vienne in the 46. Running in 6th is Leon Gagnon in car number 4. Halfway in qualifier number 3 for Greg Atkins. Atkins is 5th in the Ernie's Discount Tools Modified point standings. Final point counting event of the season tonight for the Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds. Patrick Dupree on the outside of Mike Rio. Takes the 3rd spot. Rio going back to the 4th position. Greg Atkins' lead is 3 car lengths over Max Vienne in the 25. You want to make sure you get into the top 5. Place them near the very front of the feature field later on. 50-lap distance tonight, extra distance for the Ernie's Discount Tools Modified. The Syracuse qualifying spot on the line as well. 2 laps. Second spot. Patrick Dupree chasing him down, looking outside off of the second turn. Mike Riel continues to run 4th. Leon Gagnon's moved to the 5th spot with a 4 car. Right behind. 1 lap to go. Patrick Dupree's got a good run off the top of 2. He's going to go to the 2nd spot around the outside of Max Vienne. Here comes your winner off of turn number 4. It's the 1 New York for Greg Atkins. Second, Patrick Dupree. Third, to Max Vienne. Fourth, to Mike Rio. Fifth, to Michel Vienne. They look like Gardner.
Seymour and Bishaw start to pick it up as they come off turn 4. They look for the green. We are underway. And it's a good start on the inside for the shotgun. But here comes that inside line from the back of the pack starting to charge up. Chris in the 33, Collins in the 02, Clark 77. And Donors picked up a couple of cars already. Kurt Seymour Sr. is your leader in the 35. 3 wide, now 4 wide up the backstretch. Woodward kicking it up in the bunker. A little bit sideways was the Archer 23, but Larry does a nice job hanging on, coming off turn 4. In the meantime, they're scrambling to try to get around the 36 of Terry Bishaw, who's trying to hang on to 2nd. But he's going to lose 3, 4, now 5 spots as they race up the backstretch. He'll go from 2nd to 7th. They're going to be halfway this time by, and the shotgun is your leader. Donor on the outside. He started dead last. And he's going to be up the challenge for the lead up the backstretch. Bishaw spins the 36, but keeps it fired. Donor's got the lead. 2 to go this time by, and take a look at the side. There's a for sale sign on that car. There's rumors have Rick Donor moving up next year. We'll have to wait and see. Donor driving away from Collins and Clark. They take second and third as the shotgun's back to fourth. Jamie LaFountain is fifth. Seymour Jr. is sixth. White flag is out for the captain. Checkered flag in the air. They would have to sprout wings to try and run down the captain, as Donor is your winner of the first qualifier. Second spot, the Collins. Third spot, and Chris Clark. Fourth spot will go to Jamie LaFountain in the 20. And Shotgun Seymour rounds out the top five.
You let out a secret of yours. We know what gives you gas. It's those cookies. And I got to tell you, you've got plenty of gas.
LaFountain grabs the lead as they hit the green flag. Parent back to second. Here comes Matt Brusso charging up on the outside. Here comes Jimmy Varno. Here comes Speedy. Here comes LeClaire. All of them challenging for that number 2 spot. 3 wide action off turn 4. Jimmy LaFountain trying to play catch me if you can in that 41 car. He's got a good lead as those cars battle for that second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and now 7th spot. Here comes LeClaire quickly on the inside to take second. Brusso is back to third. Speedy runs fourth. Varno is fifth. Justin Donor sixth. It's still Tim LaFountain looking for his first career win. He leads them up the backstretch. They're going to be halfway next time by. He's got a 3-pronged challenge. Speedy on the far outside, Brusso on the bottom, and Josh LeClaire in the middle, halfway. 4 wide down the front stretch. Speedy on the outside, got the lead. LeClaire is second. Third spot to Brusso. Donor moves up on the inside. He's going to try and take that third spot, and if he gets it, he's going to bring Chris LeVere with him. 2 to go. Speedy Brissett, your leader. Josh LeClaire second, but he's got to hang on as Justin Donor moving up on the bottom in the 1 car. They race together for that second spot. White flag coming out this time. 1 to go. Donor is taking second, dropping Josh LeClaire back to third. He's got Chris LeVere running a number 4 spot in car number 4 and looking to the outside. Checkered flag coming out. Speedy Brissett is going to be your winner. Justin Donor second. Third spot to Josh LeClaire. Chris LeVere finishes 4th. And the one-hand wonder, Curtis LaGrave, picks up the 5th spot.
And from Altona, that's Howard Stoner. And shotgun on the field is car number 68 from Brandon Atkins. Green flag is out. Dan Sullivan showing the way. 3 cars getting together over in turn number 2 as the 39 drifted up the racetrack. And that's going to bring out a yellow flag. All right. We're ready for a restart. Sullivan the 3, the 39 of Sawyer. Here they come. Green flag. Dan Sullivan leading out front. Bill Sawyer with a 39 trying to hang with him. Jamie Begor moves to the inside of Sean Duquette's 18. He'll go to the 4th spot as Sean works on the outside of the track now with his 18 machine off the pace. Going up to the top of the track and now limping at the back of the pack is Duquette with that number 18. He's headed back to the pits and likely has a tire down. Out front, it is Dan Sullivan with a 3, and moving on the outside, Buck O'Brien with car number 20. Bill Sawyer, the 39, works down on the inside of the racetrack. He runs third. Branham goes to second, then drives down to the inside, trying to find a line past that number 3 car. Off of turn number 2, Sullivan the leader, but here comes Branham after him on the inside. Of course, Bucko's night ended early last Saturday. He's fallen some 24 points behind Robin Wood in the point standings, but he's in the lead. First qualifier for the J&S Steel Sportsman cars tonight. Make that 16, it is 24 points, the differential between the 61 of Robin Wood, who we'll see in the next qualifier, and the 20 of Buck O'Brien. And Branham is opening up a 5-car length advantage over Dan Sullivan with the number 3. Jamie Begor closing on the back bumper of Sullivan's car. Bill Sawyer running in the 4th spot with the number 39. Then a good gap back to the 57 of Howard Stoner. Then it's the 86 of Mike Shagnon and the 68 of Brandon Atkins. Halfway in the first qualifier for the J&S Steel Sportsman. Sullivan going way up the top of turn number 4, coming along the front stretch to the wall. That opened up a lot of room on the inside for Jamie Begor. Begor is going to race to the inside off the second turn, has that second spot. Dan Sullivan trying to come back after him, but he's going back to third. Now Bill Sawyer trying to get to that hole as well on the inside. Sawyer fighting the handle on that car and to get on the binders. Had pretty good momentum built up, and the car started to drift up, and it would have led to contact with the 3, so he had to lift, and that allowed Sullivan to hang on to the third spot as he worked that middle line. Jamie Begor into the second position. He has cleared Dan Sullivan by 5-car lengths. Sullivan running in third. Bill Sawyer running right off of his back bumper, about a half-car length to the 4th spot. Then 5th is Howard Stoner with the ED Enterprises 57. Then it's Brandon Atkins with a 68, and Mike Shagnon with the number 86. 2 laps to go this time by for the 2-time defending track champion Bucko Branham with a Bud Light number 20. 2 point counting events remain for the J&S Steel Sportsman. Tonight's 20-lap feature event, and then next weekend, their 25-lap feature event that will be contested on Sunday, September the 12th. White flag for Branham. He's going to have to make up 16 points, make that 24 points, I should say. He's going to have to make up 24 points in 2 events as he tries to chase down Robin Wood atop the points. That'll be very difficult to do. All right, here he comes off of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Bucko Branham wins convincingly. Jamie Begor races to second. Third, it's Dan Sullivan. 4th, Bill Sawyer with the 39. Race for 5th off of turn number 4. Give it to Brandon Atkins. Howard Stoner 6th. 7th for Billy Thwaites. The 11, that's Jimmy Bushy. The 44 is Tyler Terry. That's the 29 for Nick Haywood, and the 61 for Robin Wood. 7 cars running. Qualifier number 2. Green flag. St. Clair in the 56 drifts up the track. The 8 drifts up the track as well. The 69 says, okay, I'll take the inside line, and we'll race 3 wide down the backstretch for the lead. Bill Thwaites on the inside. Kenny St. Germain in the middle. Casey St. Clair on the top. It's going to be that inside line moving through. Here comes Bill Thwaites with the lead, bringing Tyler Terry with him. Tyler Terry goes to the second spot with a 44. Kenny St. Germain runs third. Lurking down on the inside, the 61 for Robin Wood. Jimmy Bushy moving with him through the middle of the track. 3 wide for third. Woods on the inside. Bushy is in the middle. St. Germain on the top of the racetrack. Nick Haywood moving past him. They're running side by side now for 5th. Battle for the top spot. Here comes the 44 for Tyler Terry. Terry has 1 victory this season. They're dead even down the backstretch going to 3. Terry had the nose out in front. Thwaites comes back after him on the outside through turn number 4. They're even along the front stretch, and at the stripe, it's Thwaites by 3 feet. Billy Thwaites had the lead with a 69. The 44 of Terry takes the lead back over in turn 2. Down the backstretch, he's got the lead going to turn number 3. Billy Thwaites again trying to get that momentum off of the 4th turn. This time along the front stretch, looks like Tyler Terry's got good momentum built up, and he does. He's the leader in the stripe. Robin Wood tucking to the inside. He'll try to take second away from Bill Thwaites. Thwaites sliding back now a little bit on the outside line. Right behind the battle for second, it's Jimmy Bushy with the 11. And then running in the 5th spot, it's Nick Haywood with car 29. Halfway, this time by for Tyler Terry. He's got the Adirondack transmission. The Palace 44 leading by 2 car lengths now over Robin Wood. Robin Wood in the 61, point leader, running in that second spot. Jimmy Bushy looking inside Bill Thwaites. Charging for third on the inside. Those 2 cars almost touching in turns 3 and 4. Along the front stretch, it was Thwaites at the stripe still in turn. Jimmy Bushy has that inside line off of turn number 2. And down the backstretch, Jimmy Bushy has the nose out for that 3rd spot. The lead out front is about a half car length. Tyler Terry over Robin Wood. Robin Wood pulling back now a little bit. It's almost a car length and a half at the start-finish line. Jimmy Bushy with the 11, the 69 of Bill Thwaites still deadlocked side by side for the 3rd position. Robin Wood got off the right side tires of the backstretch, and that's going to cost him a couple of car lengths. Tyler Terry pulls away out front down at 3. Tyler Terry leading, Robin Wood running in the second spot after a bobble, but Wood closing back in quickly. Third, Bill Thwaites. Fourth, Jimmy Bushy. White flag out. Robin Wood right back on the back bumper. Half car length off of Tyler Terry's 44. Terry pulls away along the backstretch. Final time in the qualifier through turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out and down to the stripe. It is Tyler Terry. Robin Wood finishes second. Third to Bill Thwaites, Jim Bushy fourth. Fifth to Nick Haywood. Sixth, it's going to be Kenny St. Germain. Seventh, the feature event for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegades. The points are close, next to last. Point counting event for the Renegade division. The 7 is the point leader by 4 over the 25. Here they come, green flag. Mark Cairns on the inside. Keith O'Neill's on the top of the racetrack. Off 2, O'Neill's going to take the lead. A little bit of a bobble there from the 5. And that allows O'Neill to clear him along the backstretch, and he'll take the lead to 3. Don Franklin's trying to do the same thing. Let's get around Mark Cairn and move to the second spot off the 4th. Cairn on the inside, Franklin on the outside, duking it out for the second spot. Give it to Franklin. He'll go to the top of the track, clear Cairn along the backstretch. 3 wide, Rob Favreau with a 27. He moves to the outside of Josh Terry's 43. The heavy hitters, the top point guys are running right next to each other. The 7, the 11, the 25, they're all in his pack. And keep an eye on the 1. The 1 was really running strong on the inside of the racetrack. That's where he was picking cars off left and right in his qualifier, and that's where he is right now, the 1 of Cody Benoit. Out front, it is Keith O'Neill, and his lead is 5 cars already. Third is Mark Cairn in the 5 car. Cairn now in trouble perhaps for that 3rd spot as the 21 of Dave Raptoy looks inside, and Raptoy is dead even going to 3, and now he's got that 3rd spot. Dave Raptoy racing to 3rd with a 21. Again, real tight racing in the middle of the pack. Cody Benoit, the 1, has gone to the outside. He's looking to the outside of Josh Terry's 43, racing for the 8th spot. Benoit will clear Terry on the outside, take 8. Terry is 9th, while Bounty is 10. Running in the 11th position is R11 of Raptoy. 12th is Lonnie Rivers. 13th is Robert Gordon. 14th is Kevin Boutin right now. 3 wide racing for 4th. Rob Favreau, the 27. Joe Warren, the 13. Favreau goes up the track a little bit, takes Warren with him. On the outside near the wall, Mark Cairn is going to get on line. The guy who is charging is Cody Benoit to the 1. Benoit speeding off the bottom of the track now. He's got room to the inside of Rob Favreau down the backstretch. Favreau trying to hold him off. 3 wide into 3. Favreau, the meat and the sandwich, he gets on the binders because he was feeling speed from the 1 to the 13. Keith O'Neill is the leader in the 0 spot. He's won earlier this year's non-point race. That was back on August the 14th, if memory serves me right. He's got a sizable advantage over Dave Raptoy in the 21. Who is second? Don Franklin is third, but the guy who started is Cody Benoit, who is 4th. 5th is 13 of Joe Warren. 6th is Rob Favreau. 7th is Chad Provost. 8th is Lance Raptoy. Raptoy flying up to the inside of the Provost, number 6, and he's going to take that spot away. Here comes Lance Raptoy on the inside. No, not yet. Chad Provost right. They race side by side over into turn 1. Robert Gordon's also moving with the H2O. Provost running strong on the outside. That pass that Lance Raptoy was about to make with the 11 car not going as easily as anticipated. Keith O'Neill is being chased down in the front by Dave Raptoy. Cody Benoit is cleared down Franklin for 3rd. So now Benoit will begin the charge, trying to chase down the top 2. Dave Raptoy is 2 car lengths off the back of Keith O'Neill with a 0. They're about to put a lap on the 61 of Dan DeMille. O'Neill's lead is a car length to his right. Raptoy is 2nd. 3rd is Cody Benoit. 4th is Don Franklin. 5th is Joe Warren. 6th is Rob Favreau. 7th, side-by-side racing between Lance Raptoy and Chad Provost. 9th is Robert Gordon. 10th is Kevin Boutin. Boutin has moved past the 7 of Lonnie Rivers. Those 2 cars right now are top 20 men. 25 25 has moved past the 7 on the racetrack, so he stands to pick up 2 points. He's 4 points behind him in the point standings. A 2-point pickup would lead Rivers, as they run right now, with a 2-point lead going into the final event next weekend. Dave Raptoy is still Carling off the back of the 0 from O'Neill. O'Neill and Raptoy both tripped up the racetrack in 2. And closing quickly is Cody Benoit, who's looking for win number 4, and he's looking to go back-to-back with that 1 car. He is flying up on the back bumper of Dave Raptoy. O'Neill's looking at Carlin. Boy, if Raptoy could just get that car to stick down to the bottom of 2, I think he can get after O'Neill, but his car pushes up the track just like O'Neill's does. And Cody Benoit is sticking to the inside. These 2 cars are in trouble in turn number 2. Benoit can find room on the inside. Oh, he doesn't need the inside. He's going the outside. 3 cars now battling for the lead. Here comes Raptoy on the inside. O'Neill works the middle of the racetrack. The 1 of Benoit on the outside. 3-car battle for the lead. Dave Raptoy on the inside puts the nose out front. Keith O'Neill drifts up the track. Here comes the race for the lead on the straight. Dave Raptoy has the lead. Keith O'Neill is second. Cody Benoit goes to the top of the track on the 1 as they work around the 16. Now Benoit drives down the inside of O'Neill for the 2nd spot. Cody Benoit taking 2nd away from Keith O'Neill. Meanwhile, they're side-by-side racing for the 4th spot. The 13 of Moore and the 69 of Franklin. Dave Raptoy is the leader. Lap 17 up on the 14. Look out! Contacted 1! The 0 of O'Neill. The 1 of Benoit. Cars spinning over in 1 and 2. Everybody tries to get by. The 7, the H2O with some contact, but they keep rolling, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag. For their first win of the year. Heck, 2 drivers in the 2nd row that are looking for their first win of the year as well. Top 4 cars all looking for win number 1 this season. Here they come off turn 4. Green flag. Yellow flag is back out. And Rick, I think you had a pretty good view of that one in the 4th row. Chad Provost is 6th in car number 6. So this should be a good one. There's 8 laps remaining. This will be a great finish. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Dave Raptoy in the 21 trying to pull away off turn number 2. Joe Warren, Rob Favreau trying to move in that 2nd row. Favreau on the outside. Franklin trying to hang with him on the outside with car number 69. Racing for 5th. It's side-by-side between the 11 and the 6. And Provost on the outside has 5th in the stripe. Raptoy the leader, drifting atop turn 2. Don Franklin has 2nd. Joe Warren's 3rd. Rob Favreau on the outside. Here comes Lance Raptoy on the inside. Still side-by-side for the 5th spot. Side-by-side racing for the 7th spot as well. Between the 25 and the 7. Goes to the top 2-point guys. Rob Favreau, the 27 to the top of the track, losing positions. Here come the 11, the 6, the 25, the 7. They'll all pass. And now Raptoy trying to look inside the 13 of Joe Warren. Still side-by-side racing for 4th. Out front, Dave Raptoy has 5 to go. The lead is 5 car lengths. The 69 running in the 2nd spot. 13, Joe Warren is 3rd. Lance Raptoy has 4th on the inside. Chad Provost is not going to go away without a fight, though, as he continues to work hard on the outside with the number 6 car. That's right, the lead is for that 4th spot. It's only about a foot for the 11. 25 of Kevin Booten runs right behind. He is in the 6th position. Bob Dragoon's gone to the infield with a 36. Then it's the 7 Alani Rivers right off of his back bumper. If Booten could pick up another spot, it'd be a flat-footed 25 going into next weekend, the final point event. Dave Raptoy is on his way. Lonnie Rivers to the inside of Kevin Booten with the number 25. So the top 2-point guys slicing and dicing for position, knowing full well how tight it is going to next week. Popsicle sticks are out. It's side-by-side racing for spots 2 through 7. Out front, Dave Raptoy's checking out. Raptoy looking for his first victory. He's well on his way. He's got a lead of 10 car lengths. But spots 2 through 7 are up for grabs. The white flag is out. Don Franklin had 2nd at the line. 3rd, though, right there in the 13. Joe Warren coming back for the 2nd spot in turn number 2. Side-by-side racing continues down the backstretch. Into turns 3 and 4 is the race leader. Checkered flag is out. Dave Raptoy's going to win it. This is going to be close for 2 through 7. 13, Joe Warren, 69, 11, 6, 25, then 7. It looked like Boot was able to get the 7 of Lonnie Rivers and stripe it. Indeed, he does on the scoring monitor. Raptoy.
All right, Rob is on his way down to Victory Lane, and he'll have a chat with Dave Raptoy, who picks up win number 1 on the 2010 campaign this evening. A nice run for Big Daddy Don.
2010. And certainly the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegade feature event next week should be pretty exciting. How about a nice round of applause for Dave Raptoy as he gets his first win? Congratulations, Dave. You were in a good spot early on. You worked your way into the second position. You were charging on Keith O'Neill, and there was a 3-car battle for that top spot. You had taken the top spot, and behind you, the 0 of O'Neill and the 1 of Cody Benoit got together. And from that point on, it looked like you were in a pretty good position.
Yeah, it was a real good position after that. I was watching those 2 race behind me, and I looked up, and they were both gone. I said, this is a good thing.
When they're running side by side after that, for spots 2 through 7, you've got the lead in your rearview mirror. Everybody else is running side by side. That has to be pretty comforting as well as you're pulling away.
Well, it was comforting, but I don't know how many times the cautions have bit me, and I saw him racing hard back there, and I said, just don't let that come out. I got to remind you that it was a year ago tonight that I destroyed a car in turn 1, so this is a pretty good turnaround from a year ago.
Absolutely, and look, it's been a year of ups and downs, but it's always great to get back to Victory Lane, and this is a place that you certainly have been before.
Oh, yeah, it has, but this year's been tough, and we were beginning to wonder. Last year, it took us to the last race last year, building that new car and coming back, and we're a week ahead of it this year, so maybe we can come back and do it again tomorrow or next week.
All right, congratulations, Dave, getting the first win of the year.
Thank you.
All right, Dave Raptoy, everybody, he gets the win in the Renegades tonight. Joe Warren second with a 13, and
To pick it up as the field heads off, turn 4, down the front stretch, straight as out. And it's another good start for Ed Pelkey in the 88D. He's going to lead him into turn 2 and up the back stretch the first time. April Bordeaux in the second spot. Josh Laporte's 45B had some problems. He's going to bring it to the infield. Pelkey's going to lead lap number 1. Bordeaux runs second. Good battle for third spot. On the outside, Bill Doyle Sr. now takes third. Brissett back to 4th. He didn't like that pass. Gave a little bit of a tap to the rear end of Joyle. And that's going to get him the 3rd spot back unless Joyle can battle back on the bottom of the racetrack. Cody Myers, the superstar, now in the 5th spot in the 75. And it's Josh Durvine, 688. Joyle runs in the 7th spot in the 57. The Brian Toro 6 car runs 8th. Scott Richner 9th in the 21. And Mr. Cheez-It, Bill Desatel has 10th in the 36. It's still Ed Pelkey up front in the 88D, the twin car to the Josh Duravage 88. And real strong in his qualifier. He's running strong once again up front in the main event. Bordeaux and Brissett battle for second. Pelkey continues and now opens up almost 5 car lengths on that second place battle. Joyle Sr., Brissett, Joyle Jr., Duravage, Myers, and Richner, all those 7 cars battling for that second spot. Few car lengths separate them as they head up the backstretch. As Pelkey continues to drive away as that battle rages on behind him. Complete lap 5. 10 laps remain, and what a great battle going on for the number 2 spot. Bill Joyle now has taken that spot, and let's see how quick he charges up on the 88D. He's going to bring Josh Duravage with him in the regular 88. As April Bordeaux drops back to 4th in the 23. Here comes Richner on the inside in the 21. Scott Richner now takes the 5th spot. 4th now. Doyle moves up, takes 5th. Bordeaux gets punted to the outside. She's going to lose 7 or 8 spots as she falls to the back of the pack. Look up front, new leader, Bill Joyle in the 57. Earlier we saw Rick Donor win number 8. Bill Joyle looks to win number 8 tonight. The 88s run 2nd and 3rd. Ed Pelkey in the D. Josh Duravage, the 88. Richner, 4th. Those cars have pulled away from the 5th place battle between Collins in the 22 and Joyle Sr. in the 58. Mr. Cheez-It has joined that battle, as has Cody Myers. They all want that 5th spot. We're set right there in the 14, and just a couple of car lengths back is Gadway 63. Then we come back to Jason McClatchy in the 70, Wade Whitney in the 24, April Bordeaux's 23, Rob Sainz 80, Glennon 60, and Joe Jeanette's 31. Working their way through lap number 10, there will be 5 to go next time by. And Bill Joyle is strong up front. Right now, if the race were to end with Joyle leading and Richner in the number 3 spot, Scott would have a 3-point lead going into the final event of the season next Saturday for these Monster Energy drink bombers. The final points race will be a Run What You Brung race coming up on the 26th of September. Joyle continues to drive away from the Josh Duravage 88, who's got 5 or 6 on Richner in the 21. Going to have some great racing coming up next weekend here with 3 track championships on the line. 2 to go next time by for Bill Joyle. Win number 8 on the horizon if he can keep that car together. Richner has actually closed in just a bit on Duravage in a battle for that 2nd spot, but he's still 3 or 4 car lengths behind. Ed Pelkey with a good run tonight in the 88D, running 4th, and Bill Joyle Sr. is 5th. White flag out for Joyle in the 57. Turn 4, final time, checkered flag in the air for your winner. 8-time winner. Bill Joyle in the 57 gets it done. Josh Duravage 2nd. Scott Richner gets 3rd. Ed Pelkey 4th. 5th spot will go to Mr. Cheez-It. In the 36, that is Bill Desatel. Rob is on his way to Victory Lane. Again, as we mentioned earlier, because of the cold temperatures and steady increasing winds, there's also some rain in the area. We're going to go with Victory Lane ceremonies as quick as possible and just have the winner out there. And there was no doubt about the winner tonight, Bill Joyle, for the 8th time getting to chat with Rob Knowles.
Joyle, congratulations on win number 8, and now unofficially 3 points behind Scott Richner going into next weekend.
Thank you. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Mad River Pizza, Thwaites Firewood, Rosano Trucking, Bridge Street Auction Service, and Matt LaValle Logging. Thank you.
And I'm sure your philosophy going into next weekend will be just like it's been all season long. Get right after it.
That's it, buddy. That's all you can do.
All right, congratulations again. That's win number 8 for Billy Joyle. And he's now 3 points behind Stone. The 55 for Matt Woodruff, the 5 for Jim McComb, the 27 for Andy Kane. That's the field green flag. Field races off at a 1 and 2. They run wheel to wheel, looking to fly along the top. Greg Riel shows the way in the CO2. Mike Riel runs right with him. He'll duck down inside, follow his son to lead lap number 1. George Foley was very fast earlier in the evening in his qualifier. He's working the top of the track to third, and Foley is on the move towards the front. Keep an eye, of course, on the heavy hitters. They started back in the middle of the pack. The 24 and the 90 trying to put on the charge. The 02 of Craig Riel continues to show the way. Then it's Mike Riel. George Foley already looking outside. Foley to the top of the racetrack. Greg Atkins closing in on the inside, trying to fill that line. Can't get there. Mike Riel, the 02, hanging on to the second spot. Foley now has the run. Oh, had to get on the binders. The 02 jumped up the track and Foley had to brake. Foley running in third, wants to run the top of the track. Can't get around the 02 of Mike Riel. Riel down the inside. Greg Riel showing the way with the CO2. Patrick Dupree is moving. Dupree to the outside of Patrice McGrail as they race for position inside the top 10. Off the pace is last week's winner. The yellow flag is out as up in turn 4. All right, on the hammer again. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. George Foley looks inside off turn number 2 down the backstretch. George Foley's the new leader. Foley making a bold move to the inside of both Mike Riel and Craig Riel to take the lead, and he's pulling away. Yellow flag back out as Gardner Stone and the Patrick Dupree up to the 6th spot. Got to keep an eye on the pistol. Already in the thick of things, and we're early in the race. All right, green flag. Foley pulls away off 2. Contacted 2. Atkins and Craig Riel got together 3 wide along the backstretch. Andy Haywood to the inside of Mike Riel. Vince Quinville around the outside. Here comes Patrick Dupree on the outside. Dupree racing for second. Looks outside. Craig Riel to the CO2. Patrick Dupree goes to the 2nd spot. Vince Quinville trying to go with him on the outside. He takes the G-Stone motor, Champlain Construction 78, right up to the wheel of the CO2 of Craig Riel. Here comes Vince Quinville. He is third. Andy Haywood also looking to run. He's working the top of the racetrack. 3 wide running in the middle of the pack. Martin Roy, who is so accustomed to dialing in the top of the track, not finding the same progress towards the front. We've seen him have it when it came to the last couple of races. Top of the track, not exactly how Martin Roy would like it. And Craig Riel's off the pace. He's taking the CO2 back to the garage area. Perhaps that contact that he had is disabling his car. I believe he might have a tire that's going down in that CO2. Foley leads. Patrick Dupree is second. Third is Vince Quinville. 4th is Andy Haywood. 5th is Greg Atkins. 6th is Mike Riel. 7th is Leon Gagnon. On the outside, trying to get to 8th is Martin Haywood. 10th is Chris Gayan. 11th is Pierre Bergio. 12th is Michel Bien. 13th, Todd Stone moving in the 1. Stone looks to the inside of Michel Bien, trying to get into the top dozen. George Foley, the 34. Chased down by 24. Patrick Dupree. Oh, Dupree got off the backstretch in the middle of it. He gets right back on quickly. You can see the sparks fly from underneath the race cars. He bottomed out in the middle of the backstretch. The lead for Foley is about 3 car lengths. Dupree running, I believe he did a play possible movement and sit behind Foley and run some laps. As we're still early in the event, he's able to close up pretty quickly. He's turning faster lap times on the scoring monitor. There's the race leader, Foley. Vince Quinville runs third. Quinville's time was the fastest last lap at a 16.6. Outside. Going after it right now as they race into turn number 4. He'll take the Saranac Country Store machine right up against the wall. Not yet, says George Foley. Again, looking outside, almost touching. Here comes Dupree for the lead. And in third place, he's got the lead. a play on that second spot. Quinville, 78, was almost 2/10 faster than George Foley that last lap. Quinville has a car that perhaps can hang with Dupree. 20 laps now complete. Again, Quinville continues to be faster than the 34 of Foley, and now he's going after him on the outside. And Quinville takes the G-Stone Motors 78 to the second spot around the outside of George Foley. Foley trying to come back out to the inside, but Quinville is faster. Running up on the back of the pack is Patrick Dupree. Dupree's last lap time was 4. He'll take that into the second quicker than Quinville. Now having to deal with some traffic. Chesser at 49 and Jim McComb in the 5, about to go a lap down. Chesser not used to seeing him this much off the pace. He is laboring at the back of the pack. He's a lap down. McComb is a lap down. Matt Woodruff is next in line to go a lap down. Vince Quinville trying to keep Patrick Dupree in sight. This time by, it'll be halfway for Patrick Dupree. He's halfway home. Last week's winner, Todd Ormsby, coming back out of the racetrack, but he has to be sometime 19 times down. All right, just past the halfway point, let's set the field. Dupree is the race leader in the 24. Second is Quinville with the 78. Third is Foley. Fourth is Andy Hagel with the 80. Fifth is Martin Law with the 90. Running sixth is Greg Atkins with the 1. Seventh is Mike Leo. Eighth is Leon Gagnon with the 4. Ninth is Patrice McGrail with the 10. 10th is Chris K.A. with the 18. 11th is Pierre Berthiel with the 1. Running 12th is Todd Stone with the 1X. Running 13th is Brandon Madison and Scarborough. 14th is Michel Bien. 15th is Ryan Grimm. 16th is Mike Wells. 17th is Max Bien. Those machines on the lead lap. Mike Finney's gone down a lap. 17 cars on the lead lap. Patrick Dupree is running still. Oh, that last lap he was 3/10 of a second faster than Vince Quinville. And Dupree was on in an open space, an open track. Quinville was working around lap traffic. Richard Chester in the infield with a 49. He is parked just past the start-finish line on the inside of the track. That's going to bring out a yellow flag. The yellow flag comes. And Martin Roy in the 90 sitting in the 5th position. All right, ready for a restart. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Good restart for Patrick Dupree, certainly. 20, oh, look out, Martin Roy off the backstretch. He'll lose 1 spot, he'll lose 2 spots, now fighting back. Martin Roy had dropped back to the 7th spot, but now he is sitting there to make that 6th. And now going around Greg Atkins to get back to the 5th position. We got a yellow flag out as there is a car prone on the top of turn. Atkins in the 1 is 5th. All right, Quinville draws to the back bumper. Trying to stay with him on the start. Green flag. Dupree pull away along the front stretch. George Foley thinking about challenging again for that 2nd spot. Quinville has him. Here they come off of turn number 4, lap 31, about to go up on the scoreboard. Dupree running a 16.5. And the other importance about that position, that is a guaranteed starting spot for Syracuse. Patrick Dupree already has one. Again, a point not to be lost here. Patrick Dupree has a guaranteed starting spot by virtue of his week 1 victory here at Airborne. Right now, that 2nd spot would be the guaranteed starting spot for Syracuse, and Vince Quinville's in it. George Foley wants to get it. Quenneville running in second. George Foley running third. Fourth, Andy Haywood in the 80. Fifth, Martanois with the 90. Sixth is Greg Atkins. Seventh is Mike Rio. Eighth, Leon Gagno. Todd Stone to ninth with a 1X. 10th is Don Scarborough with the 11. Also talking about some of the other point battles that exist right back through the various divisions. They'll stake out as well. 15 laps remain for Patrick Dupree. Foley really trying to get after that second spot. Dupree builds the lead. It's almost a full front stretch now for the 24. 16.39 his time. Yellow flag is out. Over it. Second spot right now, Vince Quenneville looking to pick that guaranteed spot up. Here they come, off of turn number 4, green flag. Dupree pulling away along the backstretch. Here comes Martanois looking for fourth. Not yet, says Andy Haywood. Dupree with a 16.5. Vince Quenneville 16.6, so he certainly could put some heat on Vince Quenneville in these final dozen laps. 38 go up on the board. Dupree leading. Foley sizing up Quenneville for the second spot. Race for fourth between Andy Haywood and Martanois. Sixth is Greg Atkins. Seventh is Leon Gagno. Eighth is Mike Rio. Ninth is Todd Stone. 10th is Chris K.A. 11th is Michel Vienne. Running in 12th, it is Don Scarborough. 13th is Brian Trim. 14th, Max Vienne. 10 laps to go for Patrick Dupree. The battle is on for second. Here comes Foley on the inside. There goes Quenneville on the outside. Wheel to wheel going to 3. They've got the slower car in front. That's Mike Wells, who had just come out of the garage area when they took the green flag. Wheel to wheel behind. Foley had second. Almost touching into 1 and 2. Off of 2. Foley to the second spot. Quenneville trying to hang on the outside. Still with him. Wheel to wheel. Slot car racing back and forth for the second spot. Using up the right rear. Quenneville. There goes Foley to that second position. Martanois running in fourth. Now coming after Quenneville, trying to get the third. The slower car in front, Quenneville sizing up Mike Wells, looking to the inside, touching at turn number 4. Andy Haywood trying to get the third. Martanois inside Vince Quenneville. Wheel to wheel for the third spot. Here comes Martanois. Defending track champion, probably the last time that I'll say it. Martanois goes to third. Vince Quenneville in the 78, back to fourth. Andy Haywood sizing him up, trying to take that fourth spot away. 5 laps to go for Patrick Dupree, and he has a lead over George Foley. Vince Quenneville in the 4th spot, feeling heat now from Andy Haywood, trying to hold off Haywood in the 4th position. Cars behind Andy Haywood are closing in, trying to get to the top 5. All right, let's set the field one last time. 3 leads, Foley second, third, Martanois. 4th, Vince Quenneville. 5th, Andy Haywood. 6th is Greg Atkins. 7th, Todd Stone up to the 7th spot. He has certainly rallied in the later stages of the race. 8th is Leon Gagno. 9th is Mike Rio. 10th is Chris K.A. 11th spot, that would be Michel Vienne. 12th, Brian Trim. 13th is Don Scarborough. 14th, I believe, Max Vienne. Perhaps it's Pierre Berthiaud 14th. And 15th would be Max Vienne. 2 laps to go for Patrick Dupree in the 24, inside of 2 laps. And now the white flag unfurled. 1 to go for Patrick Dupree. Foley second. Closing in is Martanois. Racing action for spots 4 through 9. Quenneville, Haywood, Atkins, Stone, and Gagno. Here comes the race winner off 4. Patrick Dupree wins it. George Foley second. Martanois third. Racing for 4th, Vince Quenneville. 5th, Andy Haywood. 6th, Greg Atkins. 7th, Todd Stone. 8th, Leon Gagnon. 9th, Mike Riel. 10th, Chris Kaye. 11th will be Michel Vien. 12th, Brian Trim. 13th, Don Scarborough.
All right, let's go downstairs. Rob Knowles, take it away.
All right, folks, how about a nice round of applause for the 2010 Ernie's Discount Tools Airborne Speedway Track Champion from Saranac Lake, Patrick Dupree, who gets his 6th win. And Patrick, you made it look easy.
Yeah, that was my crew that made it look easy. They did a really good job, with setting up the car today. It was amazing. That's probably one of the best handling race cars I've ever had. I mean, it was just floating on air out there.
6 laps in, you were already inside the top 5, and you didn't waste much time. You wanted to get to the front pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, 90 car was out there, and George was really fast too. So I didn't know what everyone had in store, but you got to kind of go up as fast as you can anyway, even though it's a 50 lapper. But the car was just absolutely amazing. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better way to get the championship with his last win here.
Absolutely. You finish things off with an exclamation point, and then, of course, next week, another extra distance event. You certainly have to feel pretty good going into that one, knowing that this car was so strong through 50 laps. We'll double it next week.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring the other car for that one, but I don't know. This one's going pretty good. So we like the long-distance runs there, get a little bit of a chance to settle in. But just looking forward to it. Hopefully we can repeat another one.
Congratulations again. You're now a 2-time track champion at this racetrack.
That sounds pretty good.
All right, Patrick Dupree, everybody. And we also have the
main event for the Monster Energy Drink Bombers. They start to pick it up as they come off turn 4. They keep their eye on Chief Starter Weasel Bruno. We are underway. And look out, the 35 seems to be off the pace. They scramble to get around the shotgun as the Magnum is your leader. Kurt Seymour Jr. is going to lead him off turn 4 down the front stretch to lap number 1. Speedy quickly starts to the inside to take over that top spot as they come off turn 2. Speedy Brissett right alongside. 4 wide action on the backstretch. Look at Donor on the far outside. Four wide action off turn 4. Speedy Brissett's got the lead. Second spot, that's the 357 of Seymour. Chris Clark's on the move. Rick Donor's on the move. Justin Donor on the move. Those 3 cars run together. Donor just flying and up on the outside. He's going to have second place. At the line, Donor goes to second. Look out, we got a car in the wall. Nearly got upside down. That's the 7 of Josh LeClaire. LeClaire rode the wall. But big news, bomber-wise, is the first and third place cars DQ'd, and it brings a new points leader in Josh Durvaz to the front.
I believe that would be his 2nd win of the year for Durvaz.
Flag back out. Speedy Brissett. The jump, but he's got Rick Donor to contend with. They run 1-2. Collins is back to third. Donor now looks to the inside as Speedy will try the outside line. They're 3 wide, almost 4 wide behind him in a battle for the number 3 spot. Donor inside, Brissett on the outside. Donor for the lead. Speedy, though, not ready to give up the chip yet. Sticking right with an 8-time winner, looking to make it number 9. They run together as Chris Clark moves alongside Collins to battle for that 3rd spot. Justin Donor runs 5th in the 1 car. Speedy's got the line at the wire. Speedy Brissett, your new leader, getting it done on the outside. Donor battling right back on the inside. Those 2 cars run together into turn 3 as they run side by side for that 3rd spot as well with Collins and Clark. LaFountain's 20 cars in the 6th spot. 7th goes to the 357 of Seymour Jr. with the one-hand wonder 8th. Chris LeVere is 9th. The battle for 10th is the Jenkins 33 and the Archer 23. Halfway. and gentlemen, who will be the 2010 track champion, Rick Donor, looking for win number 9, has the lead in the bottom of the racetrack. Speedy Brissett has been right alongside for the last 5 laps. Chris Clark has pulled away from the 4th place battle. Clark running in that 3rd spot with his 77 car. As now Justin Donor has moved to 4th with Jamie LaFountain 5th. Collins is back to 6th in the 0-2. Jerry Bishaw is 36 off the pace, headed to the infield, but now he's going to come back out onto the backstretch. Caution flag out on the Speedway. It will come out on lap number 9. We'll have 6. Rick Donor, Speedy Brissett. They've run together the last 5 laps. They pick it up as they come off turn 4. We are back to green flag action. Good jump for Speedy. Speedy! He's got the lead as they come off turn number 2. Brissett, your leader, still running on the outside. Didn't want to go to the bottom of the racetrack. That's going to open up the door right there for Donor to try to come right back on through. 5 to go. Chris Clark right there in the 3rd spot. Got a car parked in the infield. Terry Bishaw trying to refire his car. Will it get going? No. Caution flag is out on lap 10. 5 to go for the mini mods. Donor, Brissett, they pick it up off turn 4. This time it's a much better start for Donor, but it's still not good enough. He was within a couple of car lengths this time. Drives right by on the outside. Speedy Brissett is your leader. Again, he goes up to the top of the racetrack. But now with Justin Donor right there on the outside, Speedy's going to think about the bottom. Speedy leads the way. Rick Donor's 2nd. Justin Donor is 3rd. Chris Clark is one-hand wonder trying to sandwich his way through. He does. He's going to take the 5th spot. Rick Donor now on the inside of the 0-3 to stick his nose in front. Speedy still sticking right with him on the outside, but now he's got a dance partner to the inside. Justin Donor to 1. Justin's going to move up on the inside and take that 2nd spot away from Speedy. Doesn't give it up without a fight, though. He comes right back on the outside. Couple of laps to go this time by as Weasel's got the sticks out. Rick Donor looking for his 9th win of the season. Victory lane earlier tonight. Told us all he was going to win number 9 tonight. He's just a lap and a half away from backing it up. Now Speedy looks inside. Justin Donor, as they battle, continues for that 2nd spot. As the white flag comes out for the captain. Justin Donor has assumed that 2nd spot now up the backstretch. Now it's a 3-car battle for 3rd. Clark on the outside, Brissett on the inside. A little bit of contact as they come off turn 4 to the checkered flag. Rick Donor wins it. 2nd spot goes to Justin Donor with Chris Clark 3rd. 3% 4th. Spot goes to 20 of Jamie LaFountain. Don't forget, next up, it's the J&S Steel Sportsman. 20 laps, 20-minute time limit.
To get your 9th win a little bit later on, and you certainly did. Tell us about this run to the front.
Well, it was a little trickier than the last one, I'll tell you that much. I ran the outside line. It seemed to go really good, and I was passing cars left and right. I was really happy with that. Cars just handles awesome. That's all I can say.
Well, this has been a great season for you, and you'll cap it off next weekend, and we'll officially crown you the 2010 Airborne Speedway Mini Modified Track Champ.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Watson Glass and Gordon's Oil for sponsoring me. Hopefully next year, do it again.
All right, that's Rick Donor, everybody. He gets win number 9.
Kit 56, Casey St. Clair. And the 57 is Howard Stoner. 15 cars, here they come. Off turn 4, green flag. Billy Twaits on the inside. Dan Sullivan works the outside. They're 3 wide, racing for the 6th spot. Tyler Terry, Brandon Atkins, and the 19 of Jamie Begor. As they mix it up, here comes Robin Wood trying to fill the lane to the inside of Begor. Get a spot on him as he moves up to the front. Dan Sullivan shows the way off turn number 2. Down the backstretch, his lead is a car length. That's the 69 of Bill Twaits. Twaits running in the 2nd spot. Bill Sawyer runs in 3rd. Outside, Jim Bushy in the 11. As those 2 drivers think about trying to move around the 69 of Bill Twaits. Sawyer on the inside. Twaits drifts up the racetrack. Black flag was shown to Jamie Begor. Fluid coming out of the 19 car, and that's the reason for the black flag on the 19. The 3 of Sullivan, the 39 of Sawyer, the 69 of Twaits. Here comes Nick Haywood. Nick Haywood looking to the inside. I don't see anything coming out of that 19 now. 3 wide off of turn number 2. Begor inside, Bushy in the middle, Terry on the outside. Begor trying to move up on the inside of the track. Look out, contact, Sawyer sideways, everybody scrambling trying to save it. 3 wide going into turn number 1, Nick Haywood gets around. Bill Sawyer running 4th, drifts up the track. Robin Wood tries to sneak past on the outside. Here comes Begor on the inside. 3 wide running into the turn. Out front, the leader is Dan Sullivan. Tyler Terry is 2nd. Third is Nick Haywood. 4th is Robin Wood. Begor continues to run in the 5th spot. Bill Sawyer in the 39 running in 6th. 7th, it's Bucko Branham. 8th is Bill Twaits. So it's the 3 of Sullivan. Big lead out front. Terry in the 44 running in the 2nd spot. Jamie Begor takes the 19 back to the garage area. He was in a point battle trying to hang on to a 4th place position. Halfway, 10 laps to go for the 3 of Dan Sullivan. Remember, just a 20 lap distance tonight. So it's Sullivan, Terry, Robin Wood, Nick Haywood. Sullivan in that 3 car is looking for his first career victory. His lead is 3 car lengths and appears to be shrinking. Tyler Terry trying to reel him in. The 3 car perhaps starting to go away a little bit. 3 car lengths becomes 2. Between the 44 of Terry back to the 61 of Robin Wood. That gap is shrinking as well as Robin Wood reels in Tyler Terry. And now the lead is a half car length. Dan Sullivan continues to work a middle line around the racetrack, drifting up over in turn 2. Here comes the 44 of Tyler Terry, drawing in on the back bumper. Terry looks to the inside, has position on the inside. A little bobble off 4, now back on it, and he's the new leader at the stripe. Robin Wood is right on his back bumper. 3 cars in the mix for the lead. Wood looks inside. Does he dare throw it there on the inside? He's still there. 3 wide for the lead.
into turn number 4. Woods on the inside. Terry's in the middle. Sullivan on the outside. At the stripe, it's almost dead even. At the stripe, it showed Dan Sullivan in the lead. Here comes Sullivan on the top of the track, taking the lead back down the middle of the backstretch. Robin Wood still on the inside. The 44 of Terry now falling behind the 3 of Dan Sullivan. Racing off turn number 4. This time it's Robin Wood. Sullivan second. Tyler Terry running in third. Buck O'Branham fourth. Fifth, Nick Haywood in the 29. 5 laps remain. Robin Wood is on his way to another victory. Buck O'Branham closing in on the battle for the second spot. Coming into the race, Branham was 24 points behind Robin Wood. Robin Wood is looking to build on that point lead. He's the leader. Right now, Branham running in the 4th spot, although he is contesting now the 3rd spot and about to take it away from Dan Sullivan. Robin Wood pulling away from Tyler Terry. Robin, the point leader, is looking for win number 6. And he is well on his way now with just 2 laps to go. 2 to go for Robin Wood. Tyler Terry in the 2nd spot, but Buck O'Branham trying to make something happen, get to that 2nd position. Dan Sullivan, who has had a fantastic race, running in 4th. Gotta believe this is probably going to be his best career finish. White flag is out. Final time around for Robin Wood. Car spinning in the middle of the backstretch, and that will bring out a yellow flag. Yellow flag is out as the car spins in the middle of the backstretch. Checkered flag is also displayed. That'll give the win to 61 Robin Wood. Second, the 44 of Tyler Terry. Third to Buck O'Branham in car number 20. Nick Haywood 4th in the 29, and Dan Sullivan 5th in car number 3.
61 gets win number 6. Rob is headed down to victory lane for a final time tonight. To remind everyone, as you're leaving the Speedway grounds tonight, please stay to the right-hand side on Broderick Road, as we need to keep. Let's throw it trackside. Rob Knoll standing by to chat with Robin Wood.
All right, Robin Wood with another victory, and he's going to increase his point lead as well. Bucko ends up in the 3rd spot, so he'll add 8 to his lead going into next week, and that will make it a 32-point lead unofficially going into the final event. Robin, again, the car looked like wherever you wanted to put it, it was pretty fast.
Yeah, the car was pretty good tonight, right from practice, the heat race, to the feature. The track was a little bit slippery. I think Jamie was leaking gas or something at the beginning of the race, and the track was really slick, but the car was still pretty good.
I know there was a little bit of a discussion with the drivers in the sportsman division after last week's debacle.
Yeah, last week's race was horrible. So they gave us 20 laps for 20 minutes. Kind of treated us a little bit embarrassing, but we proved that we can race side by side without causing a lot of wrecks tonight. So hopefully we'll just continue that the rest of the year.
How about when you took the lead? 3 wide racing. Dan Sullivan was down on the inside, and Tyler Terry was in the middle of the track, and you were on the outside.
Yeah, Danny's actually been running really good the last couple of weeks. Tyler got underneath him, but I just couldn't finish the pass, and I got my nose underneath him, and Tyler gave me plenty of room, and we took the lead.
Well, you've got a 32-point lead going to the final weekend, and that's a pretty safe lead to have going to the final event.
Yeah, hopefully we can keep the lead. I got to thank my sponsors, Ganyanko Territorial Bingo, Renorak, Daniel Signs, Melissa's Barbershop, my dad, Rudy, everybody that helps us out during the week and throughout the whole year.
All right, congratulations. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, that's Robin Wood, everybody, as he gets another victory in this.